conference will now be recorded.
When we were installing vCenter.
No, single sign-on is automatically it's predefined. So we need to set up in the web client actually, not in the vSphere client actually.
Right. So when we install the vSphere client, you don't install vCenter? You didn't install vCenter? We did,
No,
right? We created VM for
we did.
vCenter.
Correct. We center it automatically populated include single sign-on, inventory, certificate, all the thing.
Right.
It's
That's one that all that thing it didn't have it. So I'll show you tomorrow. Today I cannot access my computer from work because I forgot to turn on the remote access.
okay.
But I'll have it tomorrow enabled so we can go over that. Um,
Okay, fine. I got it. So because the vCenter it will be combined, and while installing it will not never show that single sign-on, inventory, anything. Okay, it's automatically it's a service. So once this vCenter has been installed, you can go and check in the service.msc. You can able to see
mm,
in that web
mm,
client and single sign-on. All the things service will be starting automatically.
mm. Okay.
I'll show you. Tomorrow I can show you where it is.
Mm.
Okay. I just forwarded one of the mail, the storage document. Okay. Just now. Hope you
Mhm.
received it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah. Is it? Did you just send me today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that yet. So downloaded
Five
yet.
minutes. No,
Okay.
5 minutes back. 5 minutes back. I just done it. Okay.
Okay.
No, we are just going for the concept of storage. Storage we just got because in VMware we never involved in the storage as much. Okay. Only
Mhm.
we will be creating the LUN. Okay.
Mhm.
While giving the LUN, we need to mount that into the data store. In the data store means host. Okay. In host we will need to be add that LUN into the data store. That is the only task we will be doing it. Okay. So all the VM will be storing on the data store actually. So each data source should have 20% of uh, the free space should be available. Should be always normal and green. Okay, it should not be give warning or something. If it's give warning, so we need to ask for the
Mm.
new storage LAN. Okay,
Mm.
for VM protection because we cannot able to give that. In case of 400 GB, we cannot able to full the 390 GB, correct? 390 or
Mhm.
395. So
Mm.
we always should be have 10 to 20% free space should be available on each data store.
Okay.
Okay. So I just going to teach you the background of its storage will work. Okay. We are not
Mhm.
going into the in-depth of storage. As per the VMware, so what is the required? What is the thing we are just going to do for the 3 days? Okay. Today,
Mhm.
tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. So okay, 3 days only the storage. Okay.
Mhm.
So on next week, Monday and Tuesday, we will go for HNDRS. On
Okay.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's your lab. Lab means whatever the doubt or anything,
Mhm.
we can able to clear it. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. So totally, we just got 5 type of storage. One is direct attach, fiber channel,
Mhm.
FCOE, iSCSI, and NAS. NAS is we call it as NFS. Okay, that is the only file system we will be connecting to the VMware actually.
So okay, direct attach fiber channel. Mm.
FCOE and iSCSI. Which one is famous, right? So nowadays we are using only the fiber channel and NAS. These are the
NAS.
two. Yeah. Direct attach we never used it. So previously they used and now they are not going to use. So FCOE is a new
So
technology. Yeah.
which one? You say fiber channel and iSCSI not popular anymore? You say
No, fiber channel and NAS
are
now
more popular.
are more popular
Mhm.
and now they are people are using much. Okay.
Okay.
Direct
Mm.
attach and iSCSI slowly down now. Okay.
Okay.
And
And
FCOE.
what about the vSAN? What is it required for vSAN? Which storage type is used?
vSAN is a local storage, right? So
Local storage.
SSD,
Oh, okay.
yeah, local storage we can able to combine. We are not
Mm.
talking about that vSAN because the local storage we are combined into the virtual storage, correct? SSD
Mm-hmm.
and I show you right on the name
Right. Yeah.
SSD
Yeah.
plus
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah SSD plus SCSI should be combined,
SCSI.
correct?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So now we are not using here. That is a different. Okay. So
Mm.
if you're not using any of the storage, then you are going for vSAN, then that requirement should be suit. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Now we are just going for fiber channel and NAS is the main
NAS. Main.
NAS. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for the practical. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
fiber channel we don't have the lab here. Lab means we don't have the storage. So we just going for the iSCSI. How to create the LAN, how to
Mm-hmm.
mount the LAN, and you can able to I can able to show how to do that. Okay.
Okay.
For FCOE is a new technology. It will the fiber channel. It's a 8 GB of speed of data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But whereas in FCOE we just got 10 GB of speed. So that is a more difference, and it will be very fast rather than a fiber channel.
Mm-hmm.
So the cost is 4 core or something. So full setup, if you want to do any setup, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it will be cost more. So some of the company they will go for FCOE, some of the company they will go for a fiber channel. That depends upon your requirement. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just note it down. So let
Okay.
me know.
What is the full form of FCOE?
Fiber channel over Ethernet.
Oh, over Ethernet. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Should we go?
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to do okay, which storage you are taking means so that storage should support all the things, correct? So I
Mm-hmm.
told that boot from SAN, okay. So RDM I just going to tell now. So
Mm.
vMotion, HADRS, all the things should be do, okay. If you
Mm.
don't want to do any storage boot from SAN and RDM, then you can able to use a NFS, okay.
Okay.
But it's the file system. So in local environment, if we are having only the 10 VM, okay, so that is a production or something, okay. If you are
Mm-hmm.
using one of the, you think that Ford is one of the plan, one of the company, okay, they are using
Mm-hmm.
multiple uh, vendor or something, right? So each
Mm.
area there are some vendor, okay. In production, they will use the fiber channel, but client they will be using ours because only the 10 machine will be work on the client machine, correct?
Right.
So there should not be need to be installed the fiber channel, but all the production schedule it will be installed in the fiber channel in the main data center. But in the client they can able to use the NFS. So
Mm.
like that, whenever it's a cost cutting or something, we can able to use the NFS actually. You got it? Why
Mm-hmm.
when you use NFS? NFS is nothing but the network file system.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've written.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we will go for one by one. I just going to teach you fiber channel how it's structured. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So how many bus? 8, 7?
No, generally it's a small example. Okay.
Mm.
So first 5 hard disk, okay, it's we call it as OS. OS means nothing but what is that thing? Operating system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now in storage we call it as OE. Okay, we call it as OE, operating environment. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
first five it will be contain all the OS part. Like in FC, we call it as EMC. Is one of the company, right? You know, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, Fibre Channel, EMC.
Yeah. EMC, the first 5 hard they will use for the OE, operating environment. Okay. In that,
Mm-hmm.
which type of OS they will use, right? FLARE, FLARE is the one of the component they will be used. Okay. What is
Mm-hmm.
FLARE? Okay. Fiber, logic, array, runtime. Okay. This is the full form of FLARE, FLARE. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that OS it will be installed whenever the hard disk below is there hard disk bus 1, bus 2, bus 3, n number of hard disk it will be combined. Okay. So if in case of hard disk got failure or something, the alert is go to the EMC and they will be rectified immediately because this is how the EMC it will be work. All the storage they have one operating system, okay, flan, so it will give all the alert to the EMC where is a artist failure or something, it will be give all the information. So total we call it as DAE, DAE, disk array enclosure. How we call it as disk, it's totally it's we are just having the disk, right, fully.
Mm-hmm.
Array means what is array?
Sets up, mm, I guess, array, sets up disk.
Correct. They write one, write five, something
Mm-hmm.
we doing, right. So that
Mm-hmm.
is a thing. E means enclosure. Enclosure means we are it's all closed. We cannot able to see as a open. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So we call it as whole structure as DAE, disk
Mm-hmm.
array enclosure. You now understand how is the thing?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Note it down. Let me know.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
Shall we proceed?
Mm-hmm.
So now we just are having all the disk. Okay.
Mm.
We don't have the power. Power is the main, correct. For without power we cannot able to power on this thing, correct.
All right.
So now we just having the power. What is the power? How it's working? Storage processor A, storage processor B, we call it as storage processor A and storage processor B. Okay, that is B, not M. Okay. Okay, what is storage processor and storage? Because one cable it will be connected directly to the one of the thing, and one cable it will be connected in the redundancy. Why means one storage processor A goes down, automatically all the traffic will be go moves to storage processor B. You got it? Or it's a little bit confused or something?
That's a store process you said, or store procedure?
Storage processor A, storage processor B.
Processor.
Yeah, processor.
Okay. Okay.
It will be contain all the motherboard, like hard disk, right? Like desktop motherboard,
Mm-hmm.
like that it will be there. Okay, storage processor A and storage processor B. Like normal machine, right? We just got
Mm.
all the things.
Dual
Okay.
process. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, correct. Now it will be connected like as it is. See, this is how it will be connected. Okay, storage
Mm.
processor one is connected, one is another is because due to redundancy we are just done it. Okay, now
Mm-hmm. Okay.
now I just going to create one more. Okay, now you got it. Now
Mm-hmm.
top of that we just have disk array enclosure, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Bottom we just having storage processor A, storage processor B. Now it's two things has been combined, correct?
Mm.
So previously we done only one and one by one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's separate one. Now it's combined. So here why what we call it as disk processor enclosure.
Mm-hmm.
DPE. What is disk? Top of that we just having the disk. Bottom we just have the processor. It's fully closed.
Okay.
There are two type of method. So one is disk separate and processor will be separate, or disk and processor will be combined.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, storage team. This all come having by the storage team, not by you. I just giving you how it's look like. Okay, you got it.
Mm. Yeah.
Now, okay, here now the SPA and SPB it will be connected one of these switch. We call it as fabric switch. Okay,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
from there it will be connected to ESS source. Okay, here we call it as one of the card as HPA. I told in the first class, right?
Host bus
HVA,
adapter.
correct. That need to be connected to the host. From there, it will be connected to the fiber switch. Now, this is the structure. Any doubt? This is how it will be work.
Mm-hmm.
No, any doubts, Sangeeta? So that
No.
you understand, right? How it's
Yeah.
connect?
Yeah.
Because the company will ask. So how is storage is connected to the host? Okay, we have to draw this
Mm.
diagram and tell them this is how it will be connected.
Okay.
Okay, in Wipro they asked me. That's why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have to. They given me the pen and they told to draw
Mm.
the structure how its storage is connecting.
Mm.
That's why I don't want to mess up this thing. So it will be
Right.
very good.
No, either you can have a store. The way I have it connected is a host bus adapter, and then I have the fiber switch.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
Yeah, correct. Same thing, right? Same thing
yeah,
it
it's
will
the
be
same.
there.
What type of depending on I have a SAN environment, so it's a fiber switches, and then connected to the uh
No, whatever the I put the
SAN.
diagram, it's the same thing, right? There is
Right.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
No,
any difference you face?
no, no,
Not
no.
there.
It's the same. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And for redundancy, there are two host bus adapter. I have a two. I mean, two adapter on a switch. Yeah. On the host, I
Correct.
have a two as well. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which you
Because
have the same thing. Yeah.
same
Because
because
yeah, if
it's a redundancy. So one
right. Yeah.
also yeah. Now we are just moving into the data store. What is
Okay.
data store? Data store is the logical storage unit that can be used disk space on one physical drive or several physical devices. What does that means? So we are just combined. Now we just have the hard disk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Here 100 GB, here 200 GB or something. We are just putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Here 400 GB, 800 GB, 1 TB or something. We are just putting it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now your recommend is 1 TB. Okay. Your recommend is 1 TB. Okay.
1 TB.
What
Okay.
what are the possible way to combine the 1 TB orders? 1 into 1 TB. That is the one thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is a 1 TB. Then so what are the combine? 4
And there's a
into
zillion of
2.
a zillion of combination depending on what type of hard disk you
Correct.
have.
Correct. These are the possible way we can able to make it, right?
Yeah, 2 times 500, or you can do that 10 times 100.
Yeah, because we cannot able to know because they will be
Right.
giving us a LAN,
Mm,
okay, with
right.
1 TB, but
Mm,
we never know what how many combination of hard disk we never understand, right?
mm-hmm.
That's how the LAN it will be there, okay. That's why they are telling the data store is a logical storage unit that can use disk space on one physical device or several physical devices. So we never know that how many disks will be attached in a 1 TB LAN. Okay, that's why they are
Mm-hmm.
mentioned. You got it right? Shall we move up?
Mm, hold on. Okay.
Okay. So what that mean? Data store. Once you get the LAN, will be mounted as a what? Data store. Correct. The
Yeah.
data store. What you will be keeping all the virtual machines, template, and
Mm-hmm.
the ISO. That is how they are mentioned.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now there are one thing is that
And I put one. And I put one. Mm.
so this is the difference. Okay, we are just having the three type of version. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
VMFS3,
Yeah.
VMFS5, and VMFS6. These are the three type of version. The VMFS6 it's came on VSPS 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the VMFS it came on 5.0.
Mm-hmm.
So VMFS3 it's stopped at VSPF 5.0. Okay,
Okay.
you just note it down. It will be very useful for you.
Yeah. Right.
I just share.
So
I will
that
be
one is
sharing.
on the paper, right? On your document that you send me, right?
No, no, no. This is not sent. So I will be sending
Oh,
across
can
to you.
yeah, send me this one too, all your thing, because otherwise I would have a hard time. No, I cannot just write down everything, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, just for simple because I just sharing all the differences. I just have all the
right, yeah,
differences.
no, that's good to know. Different between two, three version. What is a uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, I will just do
mhm.
that one. Okay, we'll go one by one. Okay,
Mhm.
so there are available block size. This is the one which was have previously as 1 MB, 2 MB, 4 MB, and 8 MB. Okay,
Mhm.
previous version in VMFS 3, we just have the combination of this type of things. Okay, I tell you what is that mean. 1 MB is equal to 256 GB. Okay,
Yeah.
2 MB is equal to 512 GB. 4 MB is equal to 1 TB. And 8 MB is equal to 2 TB. So which one is faster?
What is what 8 MB? What are you writing to?
See, now the
Or the
file it
block
will be
size? File.
correct. File block size. Exactly. The file block size is 1 MB is equal to maximum we can able to make it as 2 digits GB only. Okay. So if
Mm.
the data store you just make it as 1 MB is equal to 2 digits, but you cannot able to store more on that particular data store. Okay.
Mm.
In previous version, okay, in VMFS 3, okay, these are the things we have faced. In if we are using 8 MB is equal to 2 TB means we can able to use, but block size is a 8 MB, so the file size will be very big. So read and
Mm.
write will be very slow.
Slow.
You got it?
And he's
Now
using more.
same thing they have made in VMFS 5. 1 MB is equal to 2 TB. What happened, right? The file block size will be 1 MB, but data we can able to store up to 2 TB.
2 terabyte.
Yeah, it will be very fast, right? The size of amount will be also the very small. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is how the combination. And this is how the available block size they have mentioned. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the partition size is, we call it as MBR, is a master boot record we will be using in the
Mm.
VMFS3. Okay, but
Mm.
in VMS5 we will be using the grid partition table. So what is the difference between MBR and GPT actually?
Mm. I don't know. I know the master boot record. That's where the when you have a primary disk, it holds your master boot record in there with partition table.
Sorry. So actually the MBR we call it as two, maximum the file limit is 2 TB actually.
I didn't understand. What was it again?
The MBR, right? The MBR. While creating the disk size
Mm-hmm.
partition,
Mm-hmm.
if you use MBR, max and max, you can able to make it as 2 TB, not more than that. Okay. If the
Mm.
file system is more than 2 TB, you have to go for GPT partition.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
So yeah, because the SQL or Oracle, if you go for MBR, again you
They
will
have
be
a VMFS 6.0 now, or the 4? Is it 3,
I
5,
just
and 4, 6? What is
correct.
the other
Or
version? Current version?
3.5 and 6. This is the current version actually.
Okay. 3, 5, and 6. Okay.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
always we'll, if the file system should be more than 2 TB, then you have to go for what? GPT. Okay, you have to think
GPT,
about
right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One more thing. If you are using VMFS3, you want to go for upgrade of VMS5, we can able to do directly.
Oh, what was it?
No. If you are using VMFS3 previous version, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are just doing VMF vSphere 5.5 you have installed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are just going to upgrade from 3.32 version 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that directly upgrade is fine, or we need to
Mm.
move the VM to VMOps 5 and then VMOps 3 partition should be dismounted? Which one is the correct way?
The second one, you have to move the VM, repartition it, and then
Correct.
upgrade
Because
it,
we
because you
correct.
cannot just because it holds master boot record, so you have to do clean.
No, that is one more
Then.
thing.
Mm.
And one more thing they have told, right? Whatever
Mm-hmm.
the block partition, if you mention, okay, 8 MB block size or 2 TB, same it will be
That's why, right?
reflected.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
it
yeah,
will be
yeah, same.
reflected. So that should not be happen. For that, they will go for
Mm.
the new LAN, and all the
Mm-hmm.
VM it will be moved to that LAN, and they will be dismounted. This is how they will be working.
Mm.
You got it. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they supported auto because it will be upgrade. But whatever the file system is totally the same, not for the 1 TB. It will not be
Mm-hmm.
converted into 1 TB. Whatever the existing block size is available, it will be same.
Mm.
Okay. So what is the difference between VMS 5 and 6? Okay. So access for ESS and earlier, yes, no, because 6 it will not be support. Only 6.5 it will be support. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Automatic space recombination. What does that mean? Means previously we need to go and check, and with the face is available, we need to reclaim. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Now that already it's available in VMFS search. So if the space is available, it will be combine all the reclaim and get the bunch
Mm.
number of data will store, it will be there. Okay. The manual space recombination we space CLI same. Okay, we are using only
Mm.
ESS CLI actually. Okay.
Mm.
So GPT storage device partition. Already I told, right? GPT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same thing. The MBR storage device partition. Yes. For the VMS data store which is upgrade from VMFS 3.
FS3.
No, it will not, we never cannot be able to do upgrade that. only directly VM assets we can able to make it. Okay, the block size is the same. 1 MB is equal to, here also we are using the 1 MB. Okay, there is no difference. So it will be same. Nothing is much difference actually.
Mm.
Okay, I just share this document to you. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so that you can able to see that this is a VM Office 5, and I told about the VM assets also. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now just a minute, I just open that link. Now we are just going for SCSI. Okay, there is one thing is available, runtime name. What is a runtime name actually? Is a VMHBA number, channel, target, and LAN.
Mm.
Okay, VMHPA, where it is located. VMHPA is shown in the host, correct? The card, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You seen the HPA card actually?
Yeah.
You saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that HPA card you have port number, right? Port, we just have two
Port
port,
one.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
0 and 1. That is how the channel. That is the thing we call as channel. Okay, the target is nothing in the fabric switch, because we never know the target where it is come from, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the target. Okay, LAN already I just told that the storage combination, correct? If you are
Mm-hmm.
asking for 1 TB, so they will be giving the 1 TB and give the LAN ID as 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or something, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is how they are mentioned. That is how the runtime name it will be work. So runtime name is call it as VMHPA number, channel, target, and LAN. You got it right?
Yeah.
I'll show you where it is be located tomorrow, because tomorrow we are just doing the practical actually. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Today we are just going for theory part. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any doubt, tomorrow morning you just ask me. Once
Okay.
it's done, then you'll go for installing the
Okay.
LAN concept. Okay. So tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
we'll be finishing the LAN, how it's work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the VMHPA. Okay, fine. Now you just ask for the new data store actually. Okay, for 1 TB. But while rescanning it, you can see one more 1 TB with the same LAN. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you never know which one is the new LAN which was given by the storage thing. Correct. So
Mm-hmm.
again, you will be asking that I can able to see two LAN with the same LAN, same name. So I just want to know that which LAN is the new one. So how to identify that means we can go and choose network address authority. They will be giving NNA number to you. Okay. For each LAN, they have one NNA number. Okay. From there, you can able to identify that which LAN is a new LAN for you.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
I had to see it exactly.
No, we cannot able to see this thing. Okay. This is the technical we have to know and see. The network address authority is a unique logical unit number.
Mm-hmm.
Identify guidance to the present account report. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the NNA number it will be shown when you are creating, because tomorrow we will go for the iSCSI, right? So we are not using the fiber channel, correct? So it will show that. So instead of NNA number, we will be using IQN. Okay, that is the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You got it? So in
Okay.
fiber channel, while creating in the LAN, it will be shown as NNA. You've seen, right?
And okay.
I just show you the diagram. Then
Mm-hmm.
you can understand. Just a minute. I just show you. Oh my god. The path they have given us VMHP. This is the thing it will be shown. Here you can able to see the NNA number actually.
Mm-hmm.
The previously, see this is the thing I told. VMFS 3 and 5. You got it?
Right. Yeah.
So the 3 version it will choose that there are 3 type of partition. You have to give it and select it. See,
Mm-hmm.
1 MB block size. This thing in VMFS 5 it will not be shown because it will be
Only
already
one.
the one correct.
Mm.
Actually, tomorrow I can show you that NNA number. Okay, but
Okay.
it's not available.
No problem.
Yeah, this is the thing. You can able to see now
Mm-hmm.
VMHPA card. Okay, this is the runtime name, correct? In that
Mm-hmm.
they are using NNA number, correct? See, you can able
Yep.
to see in the red. This is how it will be thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, great. This is how they are telling now. This is the NNA number of that VMR, sorry, runtime name. Okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
how we can able to identify.
Okay.
So now, one more thing. Sorry. Now there are two things. It's combined. Okay, the storage policy. There are three type of policy we will be having it. Okay, one
Mm-hmm.
is see this is the thing. The multi because previously we never used a algorithm or something the storage policies. Okay, the storage policy we just having three things. One is MRU.
Mm.
I just wrote it down. MRU is nothing but most recently used. You heard it? Fetched and round ramen. You heard it this thing?
Yeah, but I don't know how you using it most recently used. What is that? What is the, what are we talking regarding to how the data will travel, or from host to the storage?
Yeah, I'll tell you. So normally, we'll be having the HP card. Okay, in that HP card, the traffic should go right in the same card or different card or something. Okay, one data we should not reach from the four card. Correct? Sorry, you just having the one data which was available in the data store. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
for that you're just reading it. Okay, while reading the all the four path it's open, so the data will be very slow or not,
Reading it should not be slow.
because you just accessing from the four path. You got it. One, two, three, four. The HP card has 0, 1, correct? Another card has 0, 1, correct? You are not telling that only one path should be accessible, rest of the thing it should not be accessible. Then it will be very fast, correct? Now you never done the policy as made as the one card is active, rest of the thing is passive, correct? All the four path is open. The same data it will be accessible from the all the four path, correct? You got it, or still you got confused?
I'm confused. I don't know what exactly you're trying
No.
to tell me.
Okay, you have one data. Okay, you just want to accessible the data. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you just having the HPA card. Okay, in that HPA card you have two port, correct? 0, 1, 1, and another card 0, 1, 1, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You got
So you
it
have
that
a
one?
two cards, two HBA car, each has a two port, right?
Correct.
So there is four
Correct.
path to the
Four
switch.
path. Correct. So
Okay.
from four path, it will be accessing that particular data means it will be very slow or not. It will be very obviously slow, right? So each path it will be containing that particular data and getting the information, and it will be accessible. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct or not? So if we are using the only one path, it will be very fast, right? So there is no difference. Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is how the storage policy is come. Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
just having MRU, fixed, and round robin. Okay, the MRU what they are telling, right? The one card we can able to use that one is active, one is passive. So no need to give all the four paths should not be accessible. Only one path should be accessible. In case of is down, then alternately the secondary passive path will become the active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
in fixed, both the path will be active. Okay, in
Yeah.
case the one path is goes down, okay, the alternate path will be up. But once the first path is rectified and it's working fine, it automatically it move from that second card to first. Okay, but in
Mm-hmm.
MRU it will not go. So once the first card is goes down, that's it. So second card only the active, first one it will be the passive card. That
Mm.
is the difference between MRU and the fixed one. You got
So
it?
route robin has it like if I have a two card on host, one will work active active and the other one will passive
Is
passive.
no round robin totally different. It's the load balancing.
Okay.
So it's totally load balance. So
So.
it will be knows that so which path we have to go and fix it. Okay, it's a load balancing kind of thing.
Mm.
In network card we will be found that load balance, right? So how it works the load balance. So each the management network card you have to pass to VMNIC 0. So V motion should be passed to the VMNIC 1. Correct? The virtual machine we have to go for NIC 2 or 3. We are just given like that, right? So round robin is the same. It's a load balancer. Okay. We can make it as active or active passive. It will be load balance according to that. If you select the round robin, it will choose that any one of the path and it will be move it up. You
Okay.
got it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you the definitions. Yeah, the host use an automatic path selection algorithm rotating through all active path when connecting to active passive array or through all available path when connected to active array. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
The RR is the default for the number of array that can be used with both active and active passive array to implement and load balance across path to different LAN. You got it? So they
Mm-hmm.
have told that it's a load balancer. Load balancing across paths for different LAN. So how it means you have to select, then it automatically it will be balanced.
Mm-hmm.
So no need to do anything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's switched, the host use as a design buffer path if they will be configured. Otherwise, if select the first working path discovered at booting time, if you want to host to use a particular preferred path, specifically it manually. So you have to do that particular path should be done. You have to go to that particular path means you have to set that manually. We cannot be able to change it. Okay. The fits is the default policy for most active storage devices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If the host use the default preferred path and the path is red, a new path is selected as preferred. However, if you explicitly design the preferred path, it will remain preferred even if it become inaccessible. So otherwise what happen? So if the code is dead, again it will be moved to another thing. Once it's back, again it will be taken up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I just copy and paste to you. Just keep it thing. Okay.
Okay.
So you never do nothing because they always they go for the round robin actually in all the companies. I'm not sure what about your company.
Mm-hmm.
In previous for me, it's they made it as actually the round robin. In your company, which what type of policy you are using?
I
Fits
don't
or
have a SAN. Just have
oh
a local storage. On my
so
VMware, I don't have it. On Hyper-V, I have a SAN.
okay in Hyper-V, what type of SAN you are using?
I have a Dell Dell storage. It's a Dell Compalent.
Okay, great, great.
It's
Okay,
fiber
tomorrow we just
fiber storage.
yeah. Okay, great. Tomorrow we are just going for one of the learn how to create that ice casey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once it's done, so tomorrow we are just doing for practical. I did teach you how to create the LAN all the stuff because the LAN how it's mounting that is the only task for you. But how what is the how we are creating that task is a third party tool. Okay, we just using the
Mm-hmm.
third party. It's only for lab use, not in the production environment. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow again we are just meeting at 5, maximum 5:15. I just connected tomorrow. Okay, it will be
Okay.
easy for you. So tomorrow we'll just go for practical of storage so that you can work on Friday, at least Saturday, Sunday. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we'll meet.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.